Norwegian Cruise Lines will not be visiting the island next year. Dominica has replaced St. Lucia on the cruise operator's itinerary for 2011-2012. The government has been in talks with Nowegian since last year's FCCA conference. Officials, including Tourism Minister Allen Chastanet, held a follow-up meeting with the cruise company recently following a major overseas conference. Despite the intense negotiating efforts, Nowegian is not returning, at least in the immediate future.
We had hoped that we would have been able to have convinced Norwegian to have come to St. Lucia in the 2011-2012 rotation, but unfortunately we have not been able to do so. And Norwegian has chosen to include Dominica in their itinerary.
St. Lucia was not added to the Norwegian schedule for 2011-2012 following 3 separate robberies of Norwegian passengers in 2008 and 2009. The tourism minister acknowledges crime and security may have been contributing factors, but he does not believe visitor safety was the sole reason behind the adjustments in the cruise company's schedule.
Do I want to blame Norwegian Cruise Lines' decision exclusively on the safety issues? I think that had a clear role to play, and I think it's something that all islands in this region or anywhere else in the world that's dealing with the cruise industry has to be very cognizant of. They do have the ability to change their schedules, and it means that in terms of providing and reacting to them very swiftly and being able to give them the confidence that the destination is a safe place, any destination that is very important. I don't believe it was the exclusive decision.
Allen Chastanet warns of the impact of a number of emerging developments in the sector in the coming months. He says the cruise industry is wary of potential increased operating costs related to a cruise passenger tax and an anticipated rise in global oil prices, which now stands at $85 a barrel.
Most of the cruise lines presently are anticipating that the price of oil is going to go to $100 a barrel, and that will have very serious implications as it is to their scheduling. So it means that where they're doing 4 or 5 islands, they may be looking to reduce the number of islands that they're presently undertaking in order to reduce their fuel cost. We also have seen quite a substantial increase in business, particularly out of the UK and Europe, using Barbados as a hub. The APD tax clearly is already starting to play an impact. The second part of the tax is due to commence in November. And we have still not gotten any reprieve from the British government from the tax.
The tourism minister says despite the Norwegian setback, arrivals for the cruise sector are up. He says the government is looking ahead and will continue discussions with Norwegian on its 2012-2013 cruise schedule. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News, Channel 4.